Reach your roots into the ground, let the earth hold you. Reach your roots into the ground, let the wild know you.
All right, good morning, Murry. Thanks for joining me to talk about the resonance and ritual offering coming up at Earthdance. How you doing?
Good morning.
The central focus of this gathering is going to be music and song and singing specifically. So I wanted to start off just talking about what singing and song means in your life and for you.
Singing has an ancient lineage in this life for me. I have a story that when I was born, my mother was humming. She sang me into the world. And ever since, I have had such a voracious appetite for song and for singing and for moving energy, moving emotions, being moved by the voice. And song is a fundamental part of every day for me. It's my greatest medicine and my biggest joy. And that's something that is magnified when I get to be in song with others at the same time as well. And that song with words, that song with sounds, that song with instrumentation, the many ways that resonance takes form within all of the resonant chambers of our own bodies and in instruments and with one another in space.
Maybe I'll riff off that because the name of the offering is Resonance and Ritual.
Yes.
Do you want to go a bit deeper into those two words and what they mean for you and the other organizers and leaders? I'm starting really abstract.
Yeah, on our facilitator and organizer call the other day, we started off with everyone speaking to resonance and what that means for them. And there was such a beautiful array of answers. And resonance, I feel like I just touched on it a lot, of the ways in which sound connects, evokes, and emanates within ourselves, within space, within one another. And I think resonance, we think of it in this terms of sounding and musicality, and also in this terms of connection and interpersonal social ways. And when we feel resonance, it's that feeling of home, of belonging. And I really think that's a beautiful way in which music calls us home together in our bodies and in space, and also in relationship. So that's resonance. And then ritual for me, ritual is really about intention. It's about anchoring into connection, to healing, to presence in scenarios. And I'm excited to merge resonance and ritual together as a way to evoke this ancient practice of singing just as it is a ritual in of itself. When you sing, it's like, how am I going to offer this song? What is the offering of this song? And that's my feeling on it. And I think if you asked someone else in the group, they would also have a really beautiful answer too. But yeah, I'm excited for the ways in which resonance and ritual are both bridges for connection, and whether that's connection with other beings, whether that's connection with unseen forces, whether that's the connection with, yeah, touching into like archetypal energy, emotional energies that are bigger than what we can actually name or put words to.
Yeah.
But we can move with it. We can dance with it with our voice. We can move with it with our body. And those practices of singing and dance, they weren't necessarily ever separate, but a fuller embodiment together, and yeah, pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never really thought of the word resonance deeply up until now, but I'm imagining it's the resonance. So like re-sounding, which it's never struck me before in that way. And if we can riff a little bit off, I'm imagining you've been in choirs as well or sung in groups a lot. And there's something about voices coming together versus singing alone that even just like physically, sonically, something else happens of like all the little bits of dissonance and the ways that things merge and then, resonate. Can you speak a little bit to the experience of coming together as a group, as a community, and singing as opposed to singing by oneself, and the power that you've experienced? I know last year, this other gathering that you and other friends went to. Maybe if you want to mention that as one of the threads connecting to this.
So there's this lineage of song gatherings in North America that is called Singing in Love. And they're song circle gatherings. People come together. They're community-based, sharing song, learning songs, not performance-based, just being in singing and music space together for many days. And a few friends of Earthdance and myself went down to Pennsylvania for Singing in Love. Sorry, the original one is called Singing Alive. The spinoff is called Singing in Love.
Okay.
First time it's been to the East Coast. And it just was such a heart-opening experience of singing for 3.5 days straight together in spontaneous like groupings of, it could be, it could be 3 people, it could be 50 people, it could be 100 people singing a song together all at once. And it just echoes in you. It just reaches every part of you. And I felt in that time my voice move from like here up to here. I felt really like I was singing from my heart, and my heart felt like so incredibly open and connected deeply with others, even if we hadn't had a conversation. It just melted away it was really like this mystic feeling of union with the beloved, and really seeing that resonance, that divine beauty in everyone, singing from their heart, really. When we speak from our heart, when we sing from our hearts, when we act from our hearts, these are all phrases that really come into play of we're acting and living from our highest truth, with intention, with care, with groundedness, with deep listening. And I think sounding for that many days together, it not only came, it was this output, but it was this deep listening too, this receiving of a lot of blessings, a lot of guidance, and a lot of deep care and community. And I think you see that really in these gatherings modeled across all platforms of interaction. And we were inspired to have this kind of gathering at Earthdance, which is historically known as a contact improv center, and is so blessed with so much movement, so much dance. and really feeling, wow, let's bring even more song to it, more live singing to it, really offer to the lands, to offer to the community, and to really enchant this place even more.
I'm just thinking there is that lineage with, many of us know Penny and the sings that
Yes.
she's been doing for forever,
Mm-hmm.
and that connection. And it is late August, so I imagine you guys will be outside a lot, connecting with the land. Do you want to speak a little bit to the connection with the land and part of, the vision for how you guys will be doing that?
So one of our song leaders that we are excited to have come to the land here is named Evan Pritchard. Evan is Algonquin Micmac and is going to be offering a land acknowledgement and a ritual called drum song, which is a combination of song and drumming, circling for the time when he's joining us. So we're really excited to start the event off with that. And yeah, a lot of the emphasis is on us singing outside. So there are really amazing indoor facilities that I think we will be tapping into, and then also expanding out, encouraging outside song singing in the forest, in the apple fields. Yeah, and there'll be nightly fires at the fire pit outside for singing, and a space for community offerings that can happen in various locations outside. So really rooting into this summertime magic of being able to be barefoot on land that we know and trust to support our feet, and really helping ground ourselves into more music.
So you mentioned Evan. Do you want to also just mention the other song leaders and what they're bringing?
Yeah. So our other two song leaders are Oname. Oname is from New York and is an amazing vocal improv facilitator, sounder, is going to bring an amazing lineage of vocal improv from many different avenues. I know that she has studied for a long time with Bobby McFerrin and other teachers in that lineage. And I've personally gotten to sing with her in a workshop she did at Singing in Love, and it was just, oh gosh, it was so liberating to just really be in that spontaneous improv moment with the encouragement that she brings of there's no mistakes, let's just whatever fun sounds come out, and the magic that really brings through. And then our other song leader is called Ilana Brody, and she is a Kohenet priestess song leader. She started off as a singer-songwriter. I've heard some of her songs. They're incredibly beautiful and profound and connective. And she's an amazing bridge of Jewish lineage and song and community singing. And just really excited about these three song leaders and the different lineages and magic they will bring. And then we'll also, the organizers, myself, Malin, and Emmett, will bring offerings as well. There'll be multiple workshop slots that happen simultaneously, so that we can break up the groups and people can have more choice. And then there'll be also the additional time for community offerings for people that have come to attend and maybe feel inspired to do a workshop around or do a song circle with songs about water, songs about grief, these sorts of themes that can be welcome and expand the space.
Awesome.
And every night we'll also have an intentional space set for some kind of ritual inspired by one of the song leaders. For example, we'll have Evan leading a drum song circle, and that comes from a lot of inspiration around his people's lineage with music and what he is bringing in this lifetime through the medicine of music too.
Cool. And maybe just the last thing, because it's Earthdance and obviously embodiment movement is such a huge part of it. I know when we spoke a little bit previously, the focus on embodiment and not, you know, not just sitting the whole time and singing, but how much it's also movement is incorporated. What you guys are planning?
Yeah. I'll share a little story about when the crew of Earthdance Contact Improv singers went down to Singing in Love, and we're in these song circles and we're really getting like into the juiciness of certain songs, and we're starting to dance and we're doing contact improv and we're just moving. And we had a lot of people come up to us and be like, what are you like, what's going on? Like really curious and really inspired. And we were realizing like, yeah, there is this aspect sometimes with song circling where it's like, we just sing. But it's like, they're together, like these resonant chambers, they're moving, they're vibrating parts of us. And that can evoke like broader range of embodiment. So we're really wanting to welcome that, and we'll welcome that in the opening circles every morning, doing embodiment warm-ups along with the voice. And yeah, just really encouraging people like move your bodies. We'll have times when there will also be like, I know probably in the workshop I will do, I'm going to do some aspect of sounding and moving at the same time, and really playing with the exchange and the what evokes what kind of game of sound and movement, and where they start to weave and blur together and how that feels. So that's something we're excited to offer within the lens of hosting it at Earthdance and hosting it with really the main dish as song, coming together through song.
I want to come.
I'm
literally like, what's the end of my summer like? Because I'm like, because my background is a musician. I got into dance by doing sound design for dancers. I kept dating all the time because that's what I was drawn to, and I just love the idea of it being summer, being able to be in the woods, swimming, singing, being in community, but also movement and dance. And you know, we have the beautiful studios as an option as well, but also to be on the grass and on the land. I'm really glad this is happening. I think.
Thanks. I am too. And I'm excited to welcome more new faces to Earthdance. With this bridge that may create more of an access point and an intersection of passions and interests.
No, I think it's a nice way for people that are mainly music based to be able to maybe connect a little bit with contact and dance and embodiment, but also for dancers who, you know, may be scared to explore voice or haven't explored it very much, and to be able to start combining that. And obviously it sounds like a super supportive, you know, loving container to play and explore without a lot of pressure. So I think that's a really nice crossover as well.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm always that person at Contact Improv Jams where I go up to musicians and I'm like, are you comfortable with people sounding or singing during your set? And if they're like, oh yeah, we welcome that, I'm always like the one turning into the howling wolf or The opera singer. And it's amazing. Like, I had that happen last week at a contact improv jam where I just started sounding, and the person I was moving with was sounding, and then it just started to magnify, and all these other clusters of dancers, and then we were like this choir of wild things. And people at the closing circle was like, that was one of my favorite moments of the dance. And I was like, yes, so good.
No, I often don't ask, and I'm that person that starts sounding, and sometimes the musicians don't appreciate it, but
I've learned the hard way.
I won't name names, but yeah, there's certain people I know to do that and not do that one.
Yeah.
It's been really sweet getting to know you last couple of years, and when I think of you, I think of singing. You know, we've sung together. I've been in circles that you've led. I love what you bring to Earthdance, and your love of music and courage, and just really being authentic in yourself and channeling through voice. I'm really excited to have you all doing this, and of course Char and the other folks that I know. I hope people come out for this, and that we do it again.
Yes, again and again and again and again. Let's do it again and again and again and again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Christos.
So August 24th, 22nd, 27th, sorry, registration's now open through the website. You can write to us at Earthdance or connect with y'all if you need more info, any logistics.
Work trade available.
Okay.
And yeah, bring your music, bring your medicine. We're excited to see you in your magic.
Oh, and I think you said that participants can also give offerings or lead things. There's slots
yes.
too, yeah?
Yes, and that will be offered at the actual event.
Yeah.
There'll be a sign-up board.
Awesome. So people can also, not just take stuff in, but also share things and offer things as well. Awesome, Murry. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Be well. Stay cool. Keep making music.
You too. Say hi to everyone there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of love. Bye.
Too.